Have you ever thought, what if a doctor told you that you only had a few days left to live, and at the exact same time, you discovered that someone was trying to kill you? What would you do? Most people would give up, but Alex Dale didn't. She made a decision that shocked everyone. She said, "Before I die, I'm going to find my killer." And the truth that came out was something no one could have imagined. The city's streets were almost empty. The clock showed 11 p.m. A light rain was falling, and the glow of streetlights reflected on the wet pavement. Alex Dale stepped out of her car. She was a successful businesswoman. From the outside, her life looked perfect. That night, someone was watching her from a distance. As Alex walked toward the door of her house, suddenly, someone struck her hard on the back of the head. Alex collapsed onto the ground. Strange sounds echoed in her ears. The last thing she saw was a shadow, and then everything went dark. When Alex finally woke up, she was lying in a hospital bed. Her head was wrapped in bandages. Breathing felt difficult. In the room stood a doctor and two police officers. The doctor spoke softly. "We need to tell you something difficult." Alex looked at him silent. Then the doctor said, "Your brain suffered severe damage, and you may only have a few days left to live." For a moment, time seemed to stop. Alex felt like her entire world had ended, but one question kept repeating in her mind. Why would someone attack her? The police said they had found no clues, no witnesses, no cameras, no evidence. After hearing this, Alex closed her eyes. A few seconds later, she spoke quietly. "If I'm going to die, then before I die, I'm going to find the person who tried to kill me." Police officers looked at each other in shock, but Alex was serious. She had very little time and an unknown enemy. Alex started thinking about the people in her life. First name was Mark, her ex-husband. Their divorce had been extremely bitter. Mark used to say, "Someday you'll pay for this." The second name was Jack, her business partner. Just a few days earlier, they had a serious argument about company money. And then there was a third name, Sarah, her closest friend. But why would Sarah do something like this? That thought was tearing Alex apart inside. As Alex continued her investigation, she started noticing strange things. There were irregularities in the company accounts. Mark suddenly seemed very nervous, and Sarah appeared to be hiding something. Every new clue created a new suspicion, but Alex's condition was getting worse every day. Doctors said she might only have 2 or 3 days left. Time was running out. Alex's breathing was now heavier than before. The doctors kept telling her to rest, but Alex knew something. She didn't have time to rest. That night, she went to her office, the same office where she had spent years of her life building her company. Slowly, she walked into her private cabin. The room was dark. She turned on the computer and opened the company's secret accounts. A few minutes later, her eyes widened in shock. Millions of dollars were missing, and behind every transaction, there was the same name, Jack, her business partner, her trusted friend, the one person she suspected the least. Alex's hands began to tremble. Now everything made sense. Jack had been stealing money from the company for months, and the moment Alex started to suspect him, he decided to silence her forever. But Alex had already formed a new plan. She knew there was only one way to catch the killer. She had to make him reveal himself. The next night, Alex sent Jack a message. "I know everything. If you want to talk, come to the old warehouse tonight." It was almost midnight. Inside the warehouse, it was dark and silent. Rain was hitting the roof. Alex stood there alone. Her heart was beating fast. Suddenly, the door opened. Jack walked in. There was a strange smile on his face. He slowly walked toward Alex and said, "You shouldn't have found out about this." Alex gathered her courage and asked, "Why did you attack me?" For a few seconds, there was silence. Then Jack started laughing, and he said, "Because you got in my way. I had taken millions from the company, and I knew you would eventually tell the police." He stepped closer, but at that exact moment, Red and blue lights flashed in the darkness. Police officers rushed into the warehouse. Jack froze in shock. Alex slowly lifted her phone. She had recorded the entire conversation. A few moments later, Jack was placed in handcuffs. As the police took him away, Alex quietly looked up at the sky. The rain was still falling, but there was peace on her face. She knew she might not have much time left, but before dying, she had finally found justice.